Right. Good morning, all. So I have sent how am I going to do the session, right? So session class schedule as well. I have sent it to the group, right? So you can refer. And also there are few people to join, but I do not know uh, why they still haven't joined, right? So you guys have another 2 free days. You guys have another 2 free days to be here, right? Then after that, you can decide whether you are coming to the class or not, right? And also, what I want you to tell is, right, learning maths, right? Early in the morning will be the best. Learning maths early in the morning will be the best because your brain functions are working, right, properly in morning sessions, right? In the morning, normally scientists are also saying that you need to study the lessons in the morning, right? Right, like 4 to 6, 4 to 7 hours, right? I mean 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. Normally, uh, I would recommend you, right, to get up early and take a bath in the morning, right? Saturday, right? Then go for the maths class, online, no physical or whatever, right? It will be super cool, right? Take a part, right? You will get the things very well. Then you can keep those things in your memory for longer time, right? And your brain function are very good in the morning. And if you take a bath, yes, that's super cool and super good, right? And so on and so forth, right? Right. So last week we discussed the paper. Sorry, up to the paper now, page number three, right? Page number 3. Then, guys, all of you need to rename yourself. Now, I have kept enough space in the tute. So you can do the things in the paper in the tute as well, right? And you can keep a separate book to do questions, and also you need to keep a separate book for speed revision and mixed question as well, right? I will tell it later, right? So okay, Budhi. මම වැඩි ආය කියන්න යන්නේ හරි. Let's go back to the lesson. අපි මේ lesson එකට යන්න හරි. Right? If you have any questions to be clarified, you can ask her when I am discussing. If you have any question, right? Normally I am asking, Pute, did you understand this one? Make a I am asking you so that you can ask the questions from me as well. Normally, if you are having a question, right? Normally, if you are having a question, you can excuse and ask. What excuse doesn't matter, right? Right, okay. So right. Okay, guys. So let's start. Right. So let's go to the page number. Make a part easy lesson, right? So you have to find the outer length of any given plane figure, right? So normally, let's go to the page number 3, right? Sector of a circle, right? Sector of a circle, right? So I will give you a small introduction. No need to write anything. And I am going to give you the whole lesson within like 10 to 15 minutes. Rest of the lesson I will give you in a brief way, right? Rest of the lesson, right? I will give you in a brief way so that you can understand, right? In a like within 10 to 15 minutes so that you can focus on this. Right? I'm going to explain something so that you can get the pattern, right? Out of that pattern, there is nothing to understand. You no need to worry about anything. If you got that, right, let me know. Right? So, our part is sector of a circle. right? Sector of a circle. Now keep that in your mind. I am going to tell you a little bit of hell, correct? Little bit of hell, right? So this is page number 2, ne? Sorry, page number 3. Page number 3. Sector of a circle. Right? Hope all of you can see the board. පුතේ පේරානේ the board එක. මාව පේන්නතොර කමක් නෑ හරි. මාව පේන්නතොර කමක් නෑ. මාව ලස්සන නෑ. හරිද? So මොනවාද? It would be better if you can see the board. හරිද? board එක ඕන ඇති. මාව කළු පාටට හරි මොකෙක් හරි විදිහට පේන්න කමක් නෑ. හරි? Sector of a circle. So what do you know about sector of a circle? What is a sector? මොකද්ද sector එක කියන්නේ? Can anyone say? කාටද කියන්න පුළුවන්? What is a sector? So you guys need to be interacted with me. Yeah? All need to interact with me and you can turn on your mic and speak. Correct? Doesn't matter. Oh, they. Yes, me that's sir. I couldn't get. Super. So part of a circle, right? Yeah. Right. In another word, මට ඇහුනේම හරි මට ඇහුනේම right? So right. So it's kind of a part of a circle. Part of a circle, right? So it is something like this. Normally, this is a circle. Normally, this is a circle, right? Let's say it has center for this is the center for. And can you remember the Surapappa card? Normally, when Weather Papa is asking for Jim Papa to cut a cake. Or a cake then me මාලිගාවේ රැජිනට ක්ලියෝපෙට්‍රාට කෑලි දෙකකට තුනකට කපන්න කියන. හරිද? චූටි කෑලි දෙකක් කපලා ජිම් පප්පටයි සුවර පප්පටයි දෙනවා. ඉතුරු තඩි කෑල්ල හරි ජිම් පප්පා ගන්න. හරිද? එතකොට වෙද පප්පා කෑලි තුනකට කපන්න. ඉතින් කෑලි තුනකට තමයි කපුවේ. So think that cake as a circle. හරිද? Now I will separate this circle into kind of pieces. No, I will separate this one. So this is the same circle. Same circle, and I am going to separate it like this. Right? And I will take this part out of the picture. This is the part 1. This is the part 2. Right? This is part 3, and these two angles are Equal, right? These two angles are equal. Now think of that, right? Now, right? Okay. Now, if this is the center, right? Right. Okay. Now, can anyone tell me, what is the angle, right, around O for this part?
180.
Yeah, 180. 180 degrees. And can anyone tell me what is the name for this part? What the name?
Straight angle.
Navadi, I'm asking this sector, right?
Arcade.
Half circle, right? Super. Half circle. And likewise, what is the magnitude of this angle at O?
90.
90 degrees. And what we are calling this part, this sector, out of full circle?
Quarter of a circle.
Quarter of a circle. Right, okay. Now, if these two happens and if this angle is 90 degrees, what is the magnitude of this angle at O? At the
45 degrees.
45.
super 40. 45 degrees. Nice. මේකට කියන්න නමක් නැහැ. හරි. ඒක නිකන් අර right? 1 out of 8 of a circle, okay, right? 1 out of 8, right? So, now tell me, what is the equation? What is the equation that you are going to use to find the circumference of a full circle? Last week also, I think I asked that one. What is the equation? What is the formula that you are going to use, right, to find the circumference? Huh?
2 5R.
Yep.
5R.
Yes, super. 251. So, I can write circumference C equals 251. C equals 251. So now C equals 251 means if I begin from here, if I begin from this point A, right, and I will go one round around this, and I will end up with the same point A. So I have gone one round, right, around this circle. So it is called the perimeter of the circle or the circumference of the circle, right? So it can take, right, it can be obtained by using C equals 25R, right? C equals 25R. Now, when it comes to half of the circle, how you are going to find the circumference of this part only?
Half 2 5R.
Half 25R. So you know the concept now. ඔන්න පුතේ ඔයාලා දන්නවා දැන් concept එක. Right? So you know the concept. Right? Now, If I forget the diameter, part, I'm gonna make right? If I forget the diameter part, what you are calling this half part, I'm gonna make name, one single name,
Arc length.
not arc length. The technical word is arc. Right? Yes. Now we are going to find the arc length. Correct? So this is called an arc length, and also this part is also called an arc. Right? Quarter of a circle. And that part, make this small part is also an arc. Correct? So now we are going to find the arc length of this half circle. If I want to find the arc length of this half circle, right? So I know how to find the circumference of a full circle by using this equation or this formula C equals 2πr, right? Now, if you get the half of that, so that you can obtain the half of circle's circumference, right? Or the arc length we can see, right? Or the arc length. Right? So I will write C1. So this is my C1. C1 is from here to here. Right? Don't write anything. Right? Don't write now. You have to focus on the board. I am going to give you the whole lesson within 10 to 15 minutes. Right? Right. It might take more than that as well, but it would be worth. Right? So, Buddha, so you can write C1 equals C1 means length of this part or the circumference of this half circle. Circumference of this half circle. Only the half circle, not including the diameter. We are moving to that part later. That one is easy if you get this one. If you get this concept. Right. C1 can be written down as half of full circle. Ne? Half of full circle. Ne? That means C. Ne? Full circle means C. Right? So I have drawn a full circle here so that you can understand that. Right? So I will now say that is my C. C1 equals half of C. Right? C1 equals half of C. Right? So C equals 2πr. Keep that in your mind. Don't write. විකාර කරන්නත් එපා පිටිපස්සේ ඉඳන් ඈ. හරි හොඳට බෝඩ් එක දිහා ගන්න, otherwise you will not get this. So now this is it. Right? For a half circle. Quarter of a circle. What is the fraction for quarter of a circle? What is the fraction out of full circle? For half of a circle, the fraction is half. For a quarter of a circle, what is the fraction?
1/4.
Yep, 1/4. So that I will say this length is C2.
Sir, excuse me.
Oh, yes, sir.
Sir, why did you get it as C2?
C2 means I am referring the length to there. C is the full circle length. So C equals 2πr means the circumference of the full circle. Alright. C1 is this length. Circumference of the half circle. Length of the half circle. C2 means that is a notation. That is a simple notation. C2 is this length. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Right. Any other questions, guys? Any unclear point up to now? Monowari notations or any other thing? Any point? Clear or not clear? Do you have?
Clear, sir.
Okay, nice, super. Right. So this is C2. So I asked you guys, right? do you know the fraction of this part out of full circle? Some of you guys said 1 upon 4. Yes, super. So this is a part of a circle means quarter means 1 upon 4. You are going to divide the full circle for 4 part and take this single part out. Right? So I can write C2 equals, so this is the circumference of full circle C, complete one, and you are going to divide it by 4. Eh? I will write it like this instead of divide it like this, right? Right? I will write it. Put a lesson right? 1 upon 4. Right? So that you can obtain C2 1 upon 4 times C means 2 5.
2, 5.
Yep. 2 5. So this is the length of C2, part of a circle. Right. Now tell me how you are going to obtain this half and 1 upon 4 by using the angle of these things. Normally, for a full circle, you have 360 degrees. When it comes to the half circle, around O, you have 180 degrees. Right? Right? There are. So, for when you are coming to the quarter of a circle, you have 90 degrees at the center. When it compares to the full circle has 360 degrees. Right? Now I am going to connect with this one and this one, and I am going to explain you how to obtain this fraction. So you guys already know that. Right? Okay. Now tell me how we are going to obtain half. How we are going to obtain half by using the angle of the full circle and the angle of the half circle. How we are going to obtain half? By connecting this 360 and 180 degrees. Help.
180 upon 360.
Super. I'll use a different color. Right. How we are going to obtain 1 upon 4? By using the relationship of 360 and 90 degrees.
90 over 360.
Okay, super. Right. Now, I have given this to you for a reason. Reason. Right? Now, I am going to tell you guys C2 and this is C3. This is C3. Right? And if you cannot understand what is this part out of the full circle, that means the fraction of this small part out of the full circle, I have given you a hint how to obtain that. Right? Can anyone tell me what would be the fraction according to the angles?
45 over 360.
Superb, Tan. Tenulli, superb. 45 divided by 360. And if you want to find the C3, C3 means the arc length or the length of this small part. What is the thing that I need to multiply that fraction?
2
25R. Oh, I am now referring for C at the first step. C means circumference of full circle. Right? So normally I am putting it here. Right? So the C3 can be written down as 45 degrees divided by 360 degrees multiplied by 25R. Can we simplify this 45 and 360 furthermore?
Yes.
1/8.
Yep, 1/8. 45 times 1, 45 times 8, 360. Right? Right. Right. Okay, now I have completed the lesson about 50, no, sorry, 75%. Right? Guys, anyone who doesn't, who didn't understand this one, make a how did I obtain this one? Anyone? Any unclear point? Most important thing that you need to understand is how to obtain this fraction. Right? Most important thing. That fraction can be obtained, right, by dividing the angle at the center of the given arc length, right, of the given arc. So if this is the given arc, the center will be 45 degrees. Angle at the center will be 45 degrees. So normally we are saying the angle at the center, right? Normally we are saying angle at the center. It is 45 degrees. It needs to be divided by full angle at the center of a full circle, 360 degrees. Angle divided by 360. Nothing. Right? Now, I'll ask you some question like this. Now, this is a separate one. Angle at the center is theta, right? That is theta. If I say you, this is, I will refer this as is L. This length as L. Right? Normally, I am giving you a notation L. Now think that L. Right? Can anyone tell me the answer for the length of L? By understanding this relationship, and this relationship, can anyone tell?
With over 360.
I need the complete one.
Theta 360 times 25R.
Super. Okay, how then Prabhasha, what would be your answer? Yes? Any other answers? Nimna? Tenuli? Keon? Chenita? Linuga? Sanuga? Tera? Did you get that or not?
Yes.
Fully clear.
Get it.
Okay. So I will write. Now the pattern that you need to understand, the logic that you need to understand. if you want to find the arc length, if you want to find the arc length of any given angle at the center, which is called theta. And the thing that you need to do is take this theta, divide it by 360. Right, 360. Multiply it by, right, C. C means the circumference of a full circle. Circumference of the full circle. 2 5. Now, this is the full L for finding arc length. So, this L is called arc length. Right, okay. So, that L is called arc length, right? Now, forget the notation L. It is arc length. Arc length equals theta, that is the angle at the center, divided by 360 multiplied by 2 5R. 2 5R means the full circle, circumference of the full circle. Theta divided by 360 multiplied by 2 5R. Done. Right? Okay, let's go to the tube. Guys, do you have any questions? All clear? If you are all of you are clear, please send me Y. Send me Y for yes to the chat. Sir, I did, right?
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, that's it. Yes.
Means that theta, that zero thing, it depends on the length that it shows in the question.
Sorry for the Ayahan, please pardon me. Can you ask it again?
That theta, it normally depends on the question, right?
Yeah. Still, we didn't go for the questions, so that you can understand it later, right? So, did you get the concept now? This logic, small thing, right? If you guys understood this one, you can send me yes or no. Y for yes to the chat. Chatted than yes skill, no. Or you can send me Y to the chat. Right, okay. Right, super. Nice. Okay, guys. So let's go to the tutor. Right. Sector of a circle. Right? Now we are going to now fill the blanks. Huh? Now the portion of a sector of a circle with center. When I am telling, please write down. Portion of a sector of a circle with center B. By looking at the figure, you can write B. Right? I will write it here. For the first blank, you will need to fill B. Now you got the concept, right? Portion of a sector of a circle with center B, which is bounded by 2 radii, right? 2 radii. And part of the circumference, right? And part of the circumference. So this is called a sector, right? These are the three blanks that you need to fill out in the tube.
Excuse me, sir.
Over there, tell me.
Sir, can you say the question again?
So in the first box that I have given you, right? Some blank spaces to be filled, right? So I am giving you the blank spaces that you need to fill out. Then for that, shall I share the screen? So I think it would be better. Right. Okay. Now we have almost completed 75% of the list. Apa karena ini kita kira apa tuh? Kita kira apa tuh karena ini, right? But I think definitely you will get the points. So this portion of a sector of a circle, right, with center B, right? Whether they know center B. With center B, which is bounded by two radii. That means this is the first radii, R1, radius 1, and this is the other one, R2. Portion of the sector of a circle with center B. Center is this one, center B, which is bounded by two radii and a part of the circumference. So part of the circumference means A to C. Right? So here you should fill it with the circumference. Please write this. Circumference. And such a portion is called the set of a circle. Right? Method is known as set of a circle. So keep this in your mind that make what the mother did. ABC is called minor sector. For here you have minor sector. ABC is called a minor sector. Sorry, it should be a minor sector where theta is included. So here you can see theta, the thing that I gave you earlier. Here, theta. Theta. Right? So if I read it that again, portion of a sector of a circle with center B, which is bounded by two radii and a part of the circumference. Right? Part of the circumference. Such a portion is called a sector of a circle. That means this ABC part. This part. So this is C. A, B, and C. So this ABC is called a minor sector where this outside sector is called, right? Where the reflex angle you have, this is the reflex angle, it is called a major sector. Normally this theta is included in the minor sector, right? So you guys better keep those things in your mind. Right? So then ABC is called a minor sector where theta is included, right? So we are calling this theta, right, in a different name in this perimeter list. So we are calling this theta angle at the center. Angle at the center, or we can refer it to as A, B, C angle. Right? So theta is equal to A, B, C angle. Right? A, B, C angle. And this theta, right?
Yes.
Okay. So normally the keywords that you need to understand is, right, sector of a circle, right? And this theta is called the angle at the center. And this theta is greater than 0, less than 360 degrees. So it would be some kind of a sector like this. So now I am asking you a question. Now I am asking you a question. I will say this one theta 1. Right? Make a theta 1. Now this reflex angle is theta 2. Okay, can anyone tell me what would be the angle at the center? Center is O. Theta 1 or theta 2?
Theta 2. 2.
Okay, any other different answers? What are different answers here? Right, Sanuka? Sahili? Puthe Sahili other first time Sahili? Sahili कोई माँ है ना क्या? मेरे माँ है ना right? Makita first time in Nathi. Hari, okay. So how the again Anita again? Tell me others. Linuka, Keon, Tenuli, Lunari, Prabhat, Sarah. What is the angle at the center? Theta 1 or theta 2? So you can comment 1 or 2. You can put a chat, put into chat. Angle at the center 1 or 2. Theta 1 or 2. Send me. What is the angle at the center? You can send me 1, you can send me 2. Okay. Okay, nice. Right. Most of you guys have got this, right? So these things can be in the exam as well. So you guys can be decisive, right? Again, Anita examiners, they might give you a different questions like this, right? Sometimes so you will get, right? You will get theta 1 as the angle at the center. So you will get the wrong answer. Normally, right? Inside the arc length, you have the angle at the center. If you pick theta 1, this is totally wrong. So for this one, theta 2 is the angle at the center. If you have this minus sector, so previously we called this is minus sector. So if this is a minus sector where you have a acute angle, right? So this is called, if I call this one theta 1, right? This is a minor sector, this would become the major sector. For a major sector, this reflex angle is the angle at the center. For a minor sector, theta 1 is the angle at the center. So those are the most important keywords that you need to remember. Angle at the center. Right. Okay. So I think hope you have done this. Right? Okay. So when it comes to the questions, right? Let's go to the. Now you guys know how to fill up the rest, right? I will come to the board. I'll come to the board. So you know how to fill the rest, right? When theta is equal to 180 degrees, when theta is equal to 180 degrees, what would be the answer? So you have to write it. You guys know this now. Fill it up. Write down the name. Semicircle. For part A, when theta equals 180 degrees, we are calling this one semicircle, right? When theta equals 90 degrees, part of the circle, right? When theta equals to 90 degrees, part of the circle. Right. Did you got that? Hope you got. Thank you. Right. Now we are going to find in the arc length of a sector of a circle. Right. Find in the arc length of a sector of a circle. Yep. So there is some comments that I have given you, right? And I already have explained those things in the board. මම ඒවා board එකේ explain කරලා තියෙනවා. හරිද? So now what I want you to do is, right? What I want you to do is, shall we do the examples? Set of examples. Let us go. Shall I? I have done this. I have done this here. First one, this, right? Fraction of the total angle. 1/4, and you know how to obtain that. Right? So I will let you know how to do this one somewhere around here. When it comes to the page number 4, you have something like this, right? In the first column you have sector of a circle. In the second column you have angle at the center, which is called theta, right? Theta equals to 90 degrees, and you need to obtain the fraction of the total length. So how we are going to obtain the fraction of the total angle? So you know already this one. And you know guys already this. Make all of that note. Right? So if the theta equals 90 degrees, 90 divided by 360. Right? So this is 1/4. So this is the answer for part A. Right? So guys, fill the table. Table fill can let us go. I'll share this screen. Once you finish, send me D. Once you finish, send me D. D area. So I have done this one, right? So you know very clearly how to do this. 90 divided by 360. Right? It is equal to 1/4. So likewise, you have to do the same thing, right? Right? Can you guys send me the answer for C, D, and E? C, D, and E to the chat. I want to see who finishes first. C, D, and E. Send me the answer to the chat. Okay. For the part B, yes. Farah has sent me. Could at once you can send me the answer. So type it. No need to put C, D, and E. So type the answers, right, all along and send it by using a separate comma. C, D, and E. Okay. Yes, I think Nimnadi got the first place. So she has sent. Nimnadi, first one should be 1/. Next one, yeah, 1/2, right? Not 2/1. The fraction should be 1/2, right? 3/4. 1/6. Yeah, yeah. It's okay. Right. Right. Okay, guys. What about others? Guys, do you need more time? What how time taken? Right. This is very easy. Yeah? You need to know how to obtain fraction of the circle. Right. Fraction of the circle. So angle at the center theta. Right. Angle at the center theta divided by the full circle. Generally has simply an answer. Okay. 1/4. But generally I can't understand what is one. Okay, 1/4. 1/4 is for A, B, C. Right? Yeah. What about D and E? Right. Now I will do this. Right. I will do this. So I have already done this in the board as well. So I will do it in the board so that you can clearly understand what I am doing. Right. Right. I will fill the things. Right, guys. So I have done the part A and this is part B, right? So the angle at the center is called 120 degrees, right? Which is our theta, right? Normally we are going to obtain the fraction of the total angle is theta divided by 360 degrees. So this is the fraction, right? So theta is equal to 120, 120 divided by 360. Are the right? So 0 to 0, 12 times 1, 12 times 3. So the fraction will be 1/3 for the part B. Alright. So part C, when it comes to part C, 180 degrees. So this is our theta. So I am going to apply theta divided by 360 so that I can apply 180 divided by 360. Right? 0 to 0, 18 times 1, 18 times 2. So you already know this one. This is the half of circle, 1/2. Right? Then D, 270 degrees. Right? And 270 divided by 360. Right? Simplify this. 0 to 0. Right? 9 times 3, 9 times 4. So the fraction will be 3/4. 3/4 of the circle. Right? E. So theta is 60 degree. Right. So 60 divided by 360. 60 divided by 360. 0 to 0. 6 times 1. 6 times 6. 1/6. So that these things should be your answers. For the part B, 1/3. C, 1/2. D, 3/4. E, 1/6. So this is it that you need to understand. Right. Guys, did you got this? Make it right? Any unclear point from this? Make it unclear point that please tell. Unclear point that do you have any unclear point? Tell me. Yeah. I hope all clear, right? Okay. So let's move to the next part, right? So you already know how to find arc length, ne? You already know, maybe arc length equals the portion into 25R. So I have explained it clearly. So it is on the page number 5 as well. Shall we do the first question, right? So now look at the book. I will give you the rest of the dude to fill up with yourself. Alright? Page number 5. Now look at the book. Page number 5. Example number 1. Right? So there is a full circle and there is a arc. There is an arc, right? Angle at the center is 40. And they have given us the radius as 63 centimeters. And first question. Read the first question. Palani here. What fraction of the circumference of the circle in the figure is the arc length of the shaded sector? So normally shaded sector is this one. Huh? I haven't shaded it. So this is the shaded sector, right? What fraction of the circumference of the circle in the figure, right, is the arc length of the shaded sector, right? So this is, they are asking what is the portion? What is the portion of the circle? Right? They are asking, normally they are asking what is the portion of the circle. So you know what is the fraction of the circle or the portion of the circle. How to write it? Theta divided by 360. Right? Angle at the center theta is equal to 40. Right? 40 divided by 360. 0 to 0. Right? 1 upon 9. Right? 1 upon 9. So this is the answer for the first term. Right? Uday, please write this first term. Some of you guys may know this one already. No need to. Right? I have given it to you, mate. Each and everywhere. Right? How to obtain the portion. Please write this earlier. Right. Let's go to find the arc length. Right. So this is our arc length, mate. Right. This is our arc length. Right. This is our arc length. Right. What is the equation? What is the equation that you are going to use for finding the arc length? Nothing. Arc length equals theta divided by 360 multiplied by 25. Arc length equals theta divided by 360 multiplied by 25. Very simple. So you have to write it. Definitely you need to write arc length arc length equals theta divided by 360 multiplied by full circumference of a circle, which is 25R. Theta divided by 360 multiplied by 25R. Circumference of a full circle. So you know this one. This is this. Substitute. 1 upon 9 multiplied by 2. What is the value of 5? It has been given. So you guys need to know whether it is given or not, right? Because 5 is a universal constant. Eka universe ekema constant, not universal, but ape prithviya thule yes 5 is a constant. 22 upon 7. 22 upon 7. Right? Multiplied by r radius 63 centimeters. Simplify. 9 times 1, 9 times 7, 7 times 1, 7 times 1. Right? So the arc length is 44 centimeters. 44 centimeters. right? Please write this down. When you finish writing, let me know. Send D for done. You finish writing, please let me know. Send me D for done. D chat when you finish writing. Right. Okay. You guys done. Nice. Right, Budhi. Method. I have given you something. Right? I have given you something. Now here, right? You know how to find the arc length. Arc length. Right? Arc length. Budhi, then how do you join? Left or right? Right? Okay. Now we are going to find the arc length. So here I have something that I have given to you to fit. Right? So you guys know how to fit. Right? So I have done already the example number 1. Right? Now I am going to give you the arc length. Right? What is that you need to write in this box. Right? So here what you need to write is උදේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මොනවද මගේ අර මම දැක්කා මේ දැන් දස්මි දැන් ආවේ. අනේ උදේ හිටියේ නැහැ.
My current went off, sir. I sent a message to WhatsApp.
sorry. මේ මගේ ෆෝන් එක මේ දැන් මං ගාවට මගේ බෑග් එකේ මම තාම ගත්තේ නැහැ එළියට. sorry පුතේ. චෙලිත ඔයා හිටියේ නැද්ද?
හිටියේ නෑ සර් මේ මෙහෙ පවර් කට් එකක් වුණා.
so you guys are from same place, the Dasmi and Chelita? Chelita where? The Dasmi where? Where?
I am living
රත්නපුර.
Ratnapur. Dasmi?
Navakipura.
Alright, good. So hari. So this is page number 5, right? Page number 5, right? So you guys already know this. මම මේක පට්ටට කියලා දුන්නා arc length, right, equals portion of the circle into circumference of the circle. හරිද? Right. Now I am going to give you the formula for that, right? Arc length can be written down as, I have given you this one in the board as well previously, right? The portion of the circle means theta divided by 360. That is the 360. And we have already done the example number 1 as well, right? Theta divided by 360 multiplied by, you know, the circumference of the circle. Circumference of the circle means, so you know, 2 5 r, right? Theta divided by 360 multiplied by 2 5 r. So please fill this box with this equation. Theta divided by 360, which is our portion of the circle. 2 5 r means circumference of the circle, right? In this circumference of the circle, phi is 22/7. This is a well-known standard, right? So if in the exam they might give this 22/7. If they do not give phi equals 22/7, you should know that. ඒක ඔයාලා දැනගන්න ඕනේ. හරිද? Right. So I have done this in the board පුතේ, right? So in my left hand side අරතන I have done the example number 1, right? So I think you guys know this one, right? So I think you guys know this one. And today, shall we do the example number 2? I want to see who finishes first, right? I want to see who finishes first. I will clear the screen now. I will clear the screen now. පුතේ මොනවා හරි මග යනවා මට කියන්න ඕනේ. මම යන්න කලින් මේ පල්ලට යන්න කලින් කියන්න හරි. Right. For the example number 2, I want to see who finishes first, right? You need to type both answers, right? For this one, right? You can send me 1, 2 like this into the chat, right? I want to see who finishes first. Do example number 2, right? Do example number 2. Tenuli has sent me some messages. So where? Tenuli me. පුතේ ඔයා group එකේ නැද්ද? මම ඉරුවේ පොඩ්ඩක් ඉන්න බලන්න. Shall I? Until then, please do this. මේක කරන්න. I want to see who finishes first and then send me the answer. Send me the answer to the chat.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, that's okay.
Since I left the class, I kind of missed some parts. Can you give me a brief summary?
Yeah, sure. When I'm discussing the example number 2, I will do the thing.
Okay, sir.
Okay. How the tenuli. Yes, පුතා. මේ tenuli add කරාට පස්සේ මම මේක දාලා නැහැ. පුතේ මම එවන්නම් tenuli. Can you get a fresh මම tenuli add කරාට පස්සේ මේ Dute එක එවලා නැහැ. Sorry පුතා. මම මේක එවලා නැහැ tenuli. I have just sent it up. මම ඒක දැන් එවුවා. It would be better if you can send me. Okay, Linuka, I think got the first place. Saheri, second place. No. Right. Farah, fourth. Ashad, Nasser, fifth. And what about others? I will explain both example number 1 and example number 2 so that you can link it. This is very easy, so you have to apply very simple things to find this. Sorry. Okay. Now I hope you have done this one. ඔයාලා මේක කරා කියලා හිතනවා හරි. Yes. Okay. Right. I'll come to the board now. I'll come to the board and I will explain. Normally don't worry, right? I'm doing so many examples so that you will not get any doubt, right? Otherwise you will be frustrated, right? Normally I do the class this much of time because I need to do more applications, because in grade 10, right, we were also going in 2007, right? 2007 we were also going like 8:30 to 12 p.m. 8:30 to 12 p.m. for grade 10. So, and also for on Fridays as well, we got another extra session after the second semester, second term. Second term in passes we had a extra term, extra 1 or 2 hours. Right? So altogether in grade 10 we had like five more hours per week. Neither because lot of works there. පට්ට වැඩ ගොඩක් තියෙනවා ගණන් වල. මම දන්නේ අනිත් subject. I hope it same for the science as well. Science වලත් එහෙම තමයි. හරිද? But පැය දෙකේ ක්ලාස් එකක් කරලා අමාරුයි. So සල්ලි හොයනවා නම් ඉතින් පුළුවන් එහෙම කරන්න. But my concept is not that. හරිද? මට එහෙමයක් නෑ. I won't give you more. මට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මේ සෑහෙන දෙයක් දෙන්න ඕනේ. හරිද? Subject එක භාගයට දීලත් බෑ. තේරුමක් නැහැ right? If I give you the subject right in half හරිද භාගයට දුන්නොත් එහෙම මේ I can do this within like 1 to 2 hours හරිද perimeter lesson ඉච්චරයක් නැහැ හරි right okay with it. So I will explain the example number 1 right. So I have done it here right. Example number 1 we have something like this right, to sector of a circle and the radius is 63 centimeters. Theta is angle at the center 40 degrees. Right? And we have to find the arc length. But they are asking, right, two separate parts. In the first question, they are asking what is the fraction of the circle. In another way, we can refer it to as portion. In another way, we can refer it to as portion. Right? Portion of the circle, fraction of the circle, whatever. Right? So, what is the fraction of the circumference, right? So portion of fraction, whatever you can write, doesn't matter, no tricks, right? So you know how to find the fraction by referring this of this sector, right? Out of the full circle. So basically you are apply theta divided by 360. Theta divided by 360. Theta is angle at the center which is 40. 40 divided by 360 equals, you can simplify 1/9. Right? Then in the second thing, they are asking to find the arc length. Arc length is this one, and I have given the arc length here previously. L equals theta divided by 360 multiplied by 250. Correct? Arc length. So the arc length you need to definitely write when the main. When you are finding the arc length, you cannot skip this. You need to mention this one. Definitely you need to write. Whether you know or don't know or whatever, pardon by hand. Arc length equals the portion of the circle into 250. Theta divided by 360 into 250. Theta divided by 360 into 250. So you know theta divided by 360 which is 1/9, same thing. Substitute here 1/9 multiply by 250 multiply by 2. 5 means 22/7 multiply by r means radius 63 centimeters. 63 centimeters. Right? Simplify. 9 times 7 63. 7 times 7 right? Black cancel. Sorry, 7 times 1 7 times 1 2 times 22 44 centimeters is the answer for second. So this is the example number 1 answer. I will do now example number 2. Right? Example number 2. It is same like that. Angle at the center 45 degrees. And this is 14 centimeter. 14 centimeter is our radius. Right? 14 centimeter is our radius. Same two things they are asking from us. Nothing to worry. So you guys know. Right? Fraction of the circle. So previously I wrote as portion. It doesn't matter. Now I will write fraction. Fraction of the circle. So how you are going to obtain the fraction of the circle? Theta divided by 360. What is theta? Angle at the center. which is 45 degrees, equal mark 45 divided by 360. Simplify. This will give you 1 upon 8. Answer for the first one. Second one, they are asking the arc length. So you know what is the equation for finding arc length? Theta divided by 360 multiplied by 25r. 25r, right, equals theta divided by 360. So you have found this in the part 1, which is 1 upon 8, right? 1 upon 8 multiplied by 25r. So 2 times 5 means you already know 22 upon 7. R you can take it out from the figure 14 centimeters. So substitute R radius 14 centimeters. Now simplify. 7 times 1, 7 times 2, right? 2 times 4, right? 2 times 2, right? Nice, Nick. 2 times 1, 2 times 11. Super. What? 11 centimeters. So arc length is 11 centimeters. Clear? Right. So I hope you guys got the answer. ඔයාලා මේක පුතේ උත්තරය ආවනේ? Super. ඔයාලගේ උත්තර ටික හරියද? Okay, nice. Right. Tenuli, yours. Second answer 11 divided by 2. I think something is missing. What is that missing? Harudi. Right, now tell me guys, you guys know how to do this kind of pattern question? මේව දන්නවද? මේ විදිය කරන්න දැන් already know it. Any questions from this part? Any question from this part? Are you all clear? අඩේ කියන්න. Send me Y or M. Are you all clear? Clear. Clear නැත්නම් කියන්න බෑ හරි. Nice. එක්කෙනෙක් හරි වුණේ. හරි. මම දන්නවා ඉතින් කරදරයි තමයි ටයිප් කරන්න. ඉතින් ඔයාලා උඹලා කතා කරන්නේ නැහැ නේද? කටින් කියන්නේ නැහැ. හරි. Okay. So if you have any questions you can ask from me. හරි. Okay. So may Ushada is saying he's also in black belt. Right? Keo not black belt ne kawada diyena wage? මේ Keo ඔයා කොහෙන්ද මේ ගෙවල් මට මතක නෑ හරි. Okay guys, so try to do example number 3, which is this. Right? I want you guys to try. Make a hurry gihilla වැරදිලා, right? So you guys need to anaganda, right? Some of you guys might get the correct answer, some of you may not. But you guys need to do this by yourself and try to understand or try to find a way, right, to find the radius, right? Try to find a way to obtain the answer for radius and send me the answer. What answer? Okay, Linu, go. Parents meeting. Is it you are having it online? Parents meeting ne? Okay, Farah has sent me the answer. Farah got the first place. Nice. Okay. So what about others? Try it yourself. Yes, you can go for the parent meeting and later you can get. Right. Farah has sent me the answer, and what about others? Try. Do this. Try to learn. If you cannot understand, yes, it's okay. So you guys are here to understand the methods, and you guys are here to catch the patterns, catch the methods that you don't know. Right. I will give you another 1 minute, right? 1 minute to try it out. ඔක පට ගාලා හදන්න ඕනේ හරි. ලොකු දෙයක් නෑ. You guys need to try it out. පොතේ main chat එකට දාන්න උත්තරේ. Sir, is the answer? Sahili is asking if the answer is 14 centimeters. So she is having that further doubt. I think so. So actually, I do not know also the answer. Right. Another 30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds remaining. Five seconds. 5 seconds. Okay, Nimna has sent me the answer. Okay, time's up. So Uda, look at the board now. Right? I will do this in the board. Right? So you know how to make some unknown term as the subject, right? You know how to solve equations, right? So you know how to find the value of unknown term, right? So I hope so. So I think I'm receiving another one. Okay. So you guys need to practice these things. Make a practice card. Example number 3. Page number 6. Right. The arc length of the sector in the figure is 22 cm. So they have given the arc length. Already they have given the arc length. And this is 90 degrees. And this arc length is, they are telling us arc length equals 22 centimeters. What is this? They have given this now. Find the radius. So I will take the radius as r. So it is an unknown term. So how to find the arc length? So you know it. Write the equation. Arc length. This is very important, as I told you earlier. So this is the starting point for these kind of questions. Arc length, you know. theta divided by 360, whether you know this one or not, right? However, you need to start from this one. 2 5 r. Right? Now let's check what are the known terms and unknown terms. Arc length, yes, you know. Theta, here you have 90 degrees, yes. 2 already know, 5, yes. So only unknown term is r. So you can find this and you can simplify this one and you can obtain the answer. Right. Now I am going to substitute the values. Arc length 22 centimeters, right? 22 centimeters. Theta, yes, you know 90 degrees. It has been given. 90 divided by 360 multiply by 2 5 r. 2 5. 5 is 22 upon 7. Only thing that you need to find is r. Right? So you know how to do this one. Right? Simplify 0 to 0. 9 times 1. 9 times 4. 2 times 1. 2 times 2. Right? 2 times 1. 2 times 11. Right? So very simply, for your understanding, I will write the same step again so that you can clearly see. So now you are in grade 10, right? I am not going to multiply this side by 7, this side by 7, and for the next step, I am not going to divide this side by 11, this side by 11. I am not going to do that, right? I will do the simplification within one step. So you guys need to understand. Right. So here you have 11 in the numerator, 7 in the denominator. So get the reciprocal and multiply this side. Very in short way, numerator values goes to the denominator of the other hand side of the equal mark. Right? Denominator values goes to the numerator of the other hand side of the equal mark. 7 to the numerator, 11 to the denominator. So that R can be written down as 22 centimeters multiplied by 7 to the numerator, 11 to the denominator. Right? Simplify. 11 times 1, 11 times 2. 7 times 2, 14 centimeters. The radius is 14 centimeters. So this is the thing that you need to get. Otherwise, don't waste your time for 2 steps for this one. Right? Then put it meaning. So don't waste your time and don't waste your right tinta. Right? Aparadi pen tinta theory, right? Taprabhakat nastikarani, but don't waste at least 5 seconds. Multiply this side by 7, that side by 7. Simplify, then again divide by 11, divide by 11. Don't do that. Numerator thinks to the denominator thinks to the numerator, numerator thinks to the denominator. Denominator to the numerator, numerator to the denominator. So that at once you can get the answer. Correct? 14 centimeters. Done. Right. Do the example number 4. Example number 4. I'll share the screen now. I want to see who finishes first, and you can send me the answer to the main chat. So I will give you 1 minute. Then you know, right? 5 seconds gone. Thirty seconds. Okay. Farah, from the first place. Super. Uday, it would be better if you can send me the answer to the main chat. Huh? Another 5 seconds remaining. Okay, time's up. I will give you another 10 seconds. Okay, time's up. Okay, Sahili has sent me the okay. Now I am receiving the answer. Okay, these things are very basic, sir. I have received a total different answer from Nimna. Okay, let's see. I do not know the answer. They are telling you to find the radius. Nimna, can you please check your answer? Sometimes somewhere around you have got us some kind of a mistake. But I do not know it. Sometimes your answer might correct. Let's see. Okay, I will do it in the board. Right. Example number 4, page number 6. Example number 4, page number 6. This is the final example that we are doing before the break. Right? So this is something like this. The reflex angle is 270 degrees, so that it would become the angle at the center theta, right? And they are asking the arc length of the sector in the figure is 99 centimeters. Find the radius of the corresponding circle. Radius. So again, radius you have to find r. You know the arc length, which is 99 centimeters. 99 centimeters, right? So write down the equation for arc length. Arc length equals theta divided by 360 multiplied by 25r, right? මම පිස්සෙක් වගේ මේක පුතේ හැමතිස්සෙම කියන්නේ so that you can hear what I hear now, right? So you will get this into your අර මොකද කියන මේ unconscious mind and subconscious කියලා දෙකක් තියෙනවා. මට හිතෙන්නේ මට මතක නැහැ හරියටම subconscious එකට තමයි යන්න ඕනේ. හරිද? I can't remember. So ඒකට ගිහුවම මේවා අමතක වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Right? Arc length equals 3 theta divided by 0 So substitute arc length 99 centimeters equals theta 270 divided by 360 multiplied by 2 times 5 means you already know 22 upon 7. You have to find r. Simplify 0 to 0. 9 times 3. 9 times 4. 2 times 1. 2 times 2. 2 times 1. 2 times 11. Right? So 99 centimeters. Right? So in this side you will be having on top 3 times 11 divided by 7 times r. Right? So I am not going to simplify this numerator, but these are two separate answers. Right? I am not going to simplify. Right? If I want, I can obtain 3 times 11, 33. Doesn't matter, but I am not going to do that. Right? And keep it like this and do the same thing that I did earlier. R equals 99 centimeters, which is here. Multiply 7 denominator comes to the numerator. 3 times 11 numerator comes to the denominator. So make 33. So you know this 11 times 9, 3 times 1, 3 times 3. So the R equals 21. The answer should be R equals 21 centimeters. Right there. So Do you have any questions from this? Any unclear points? So try example number 5 and find the angle at the center, which is theta. So it is like same as the previous one, like finding the radius. Right? So this is similar to that one. So you already know the arc length and you know the radius, which is 21 centimeters, and you know the equation as well. Arc length equals theta divided by 360 multiplied by 25r. Substitute the values and find theta. Same things that we have to follow. Right? Okay, I want to see who finishes first. However, you have to try this one, right? It doesn't matter if you get the wrong answer. Put it into the chat. Okay, Farah has got the first place. Super. 140 degrees. So I do not know, Farah, that is the correct answer or wrong. However, you have tried it yourself and you have sent me the answer. Super. I will give you another 30 seconds. Okay, I have received another one. Also, in the question, they are asking what is the value of theta, right? Theta only. Theta means the angle at the center, not the portion, right? Hope you have got the, yeah, you have got the answer. Yeah, super. Right. Another 10 seconds remaining. I have even more than that time. Okay, time's up. Okay. Now, however, I think you people have tried at least substituting. Substitute කියලා කරලා නැති කියලා හරි හිතනවා. So හරි. Okay, now this one. This is exactly same as the previous. මේක අර ඉස්සලා සිද්ධියම තමයි, right? Same thing that you have to do. හරිද? So first of all, they have given the arc length and you know the radius, which is 21 centimeters, and the only unknown thing is theta. Only unknown thing is theta. So Uda, first of all, what you need to do is write down the equation arc length. Equals, right? Arc length equals theta divided by 360. So Uda, this is theta. We're going to get theta. Theata. Theata. Theta. Not theta, right? Theta. ඒක ඇහෙන්න පුළුවන් theta කියලා. But this is theta. Right? Theta multiplied by 2πr. Multiplied by 2πr. So arc length, yes, 77 centimeters. theta you have to find 306 multiply 2 times 5 you know 22 upon 7 and you know the R 21 centimeters. Right? 21 centimeters. Right? So simplify. 7 times 1, 7 times 3. Right? 7 times 1, 7 times 3. And what you have to do is you have to find the value of theta, right? And you need to isolate theta in your left hand side or right hand side, whatever. Right? So the thing that you have to do is these values are in the numerator 2 times 22, right? Times 3, they are in the numerator. Take whole thing to the denominator of this and 360 to the numerator of this, right? So that you can isolate theta in your right hand side or left hand side, whatever. Right? So theta can be written down as theta equals 77 centimeters, right? 77 centimeters. If I take this 360 to my this side, right, of the equation mark, right, it is already in the denominator, it comes to the numerator. Now look at the bottom very carefully so that you can understand. Denominator thing comes to the numerator. 3 centimeters are in the denominator. All 4 terms comes to the numerator, right? 2 times, sorry, all things are in the numerator. All 4 terms comes to the denominator of this side. 77 upon something. 77 divided by something. 22 multiplied by 3 multiplied by centimeter. Actually, no need to multiply. Centimeter to centimeter. You can cut it. Right? Then 11 times 2, 11 times 7. Right? 3 times 1, 3 times 120. 2 times 1, 2 times 60. Right? 2 times 1, 2 times 30. 7 times 30. 7 times 30. 210 degrees. 210 degrees. Did you got the answer? Did you got the answer? Guys, most of you guys are. Did I got anything wrong? Tell me. Sarah, what about you? What is your answer? Dasmi? Okay. Then how the Nimnadi? Teruli, what are your answers, guys? Tell me. Keo?
So I was changed the denominator. Because of that, I take 14. So after that, I take my wrong, and now it's 210. You are correct, sir.
Okay. Kenita, what about you? Did you obtain the answer 210? Shall I explain this again? Oh, simplification.
No, sir, I got it.
210, right?
Yes.
Super. Okay. Hurry. So, guys, all of you got the point. Do I need to simplify this one again, Mega? Do I need to simplify? Do I need to give a little bit of clarification? Alright, okay. So, Buddha, right? Don't do it by your pen. Pen again, use your pencil to cut. Use your pencil to cut. Otherwise, if you don't do this step within one step, you will waste more time to simplify. All good steps gonna make it theta isolate kara. Don't do that. You will waste your time more than 1 minute, right? To simplify this one, right? If you want to take this 360 to the other side, right? You have this is in the denominator, so I need to multiply both sides by 360. Then I am removing 360. So I have here 2 and 22 and 3, right? Then if I want to remove 2, I need to divide this by 2 and this by 2, right? So, okay, simplified. Okay. Now I am going to remove 22 from this side. If I want to remove 22, I am going to divide this side by 22. That side by divide, you are going to divide by 22. So on and so forth. So many steps will be taken. So that 360. Now think. Now think. This 360 is in the denominator or numerator. It is in the denominator, right? So you need to find the value of theta. You need to find the value of theta. So I am going to write theta is like this, right? Right. On the other hand side of the theta, we have 77 centimeters. 77 centimeters, right? Now, what are the unnecessary terms to isolate theta? What are the unnecessary terms? 360 is unnecessary. Now think, 360 is in the denominator, right? So in the denominator, when I am taking this denominator value to the other hand side of the equal mark, it goes to the numerator, right? 360 comes to the numerator of the other hand side. Right? And these 2, this 22, this 3 and centimeter are in the numerator. All 4 terms are in the numerator. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the numerator. So those 4 terms are right not needed to isolate theta. So Uta, you are going to take these all 4 terms at once to the other hand side of the equal mark. So now we have these 4 terms in the numerator, right? In the numerator. Take all of these 4 terms at once to the denominator of the other side, right? 2 times 22 times 3 centimeters. Now simplify centimeter to centimeter unit, right? 77 and 22, we can simplify 11 times 2, 11 times 7. Very good. We can cut, right? Then here we have 3 times 1. Here we have 3 times 120. Okay. 2 times 1. Math right? Do this with me by using your mind. 2 times 60. 2 times 1. 2 times 30. 7 times 30. 210 degrees. If you put 210, this is wrong. You will get half marks or you will miss 1 mark fully. You need to mention 210 degrees because this is theta. Angle at the center, magnitude 210, right? Okay guys, so hope you got any unclear point. All clear, right? Can we continue? Shall I go for the next one? Right. Do example number 6 and send me the answer to the chat. I want to see who finishes first. Right. I will give you, yeah, 1 minute. Make a part list. Send the answer to the main chat. Huh? Don't be colorful. Huh? Keep calm and work. That 1 minute has already passed. Okay. That's about the first place. What about others? Okay. Para. Super. Guys, at least you need to try, yeah? Sarah, you didn't send me anything. And yeah, Prabhash, I would. Sahel, and you also. Sarah, did you do your mic work? Okay. Mic added. And Sahel? Okay, that here with mic ටික හදාගන්න ඕනේ කියලා. Right, Uday, shall I discuss this one? What about others? ප්‍රශ්නාණය කරදරයක්. Okay, so example number 6. ඔය ඔයාලගේ grade 9 වල පුතේ මේ basics අවුල් ගියාම තමයි වැඩ අවුල් වෙන්නේ හොඳේ. Basic අවුල් ගියාම basic cases. Right, example number 6. So we have something like this. And the radius is 18 centimeters, right? Same thing like previous side. Arc length 44. Now patte is here. And substitute. Arc length, right, equals theta divided by 360 multiplied by 25r. You need to definitely write this one. Method ලියන්න එපා. Don't A level කියලා ලියන්න එපා. Don't write this AL arc length හරි. මෙතන මම ලිව්වේ මේ for a short version හරි. Arc length. Arc length has been given 44 centimeters. I am going to substitute and we have to find theta. Theta divided by 360. 2 times 5 means 22 upon 7. R is not 18 centimeters. Right. Before going to take these terms to this side, right? Before I am going to isolate theta, I am going to do the simplifications that I can do on this side, right? So or else I can take all the terms to this side before simplifying, right? and then do the simplification at last. So if you think like if you are tabalizing, so do that, right? So theta, right? I will do that. Here we have 44 on the other hand side. I am not going to do any simplification on this side right now, and I am going to take all the numerator values to the denominator on the other hand side and denominator values to the numerator side on the other hand side. Right. 360 and 7 goes to the numerator of this side. Now these two are being done. 2, 22, 18 and centimeter goes to the denominator of this side. So 2 multiplied by 22 multiplied by 18 centimeter. First of all, centimeter to centimeter, cut them. Same units, you can cut it, right? Then 18 times 1, 18 times 20, right? So 2 times 22 means 44, right? Cancel, cut it up. 7 times 20, theta equals 140 degrees, not 140 but degrees, right? Okay.
Excuse me,
Yes, that's it.
sir, I did it as first I cut centimeter to centimeter and next 44 to 22 and then sir, I cut 360 for 18, that's 20 and I cut 20 to 2 and it's 10. So I get 2 times 10 times 7. That okay?
So, however, you need to get the answer as theta equals 140 degrees. If your final answer is correct, you have done the simplification correctly. Doesn't matter.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So, there is an exercise, correct? Right now, I am not going to do that. Right? So, hope you guys have done that. No, you guys can do that. Later, we are going to do and turn to the page number 11. Turn to the page number 11. Then we discuss this theory part. Then later we do some random questions. Right? So turn to the page number 11. So now we are going to discuss finding the perimeter of a sector of a circle. Earlier we found the length, only the length of the arc length. Now we are going to find the perimeter of the full sector. Right? Full sector. Right? Turn to page 11. Right? Turn to page 11. Turn to page 11. Right. Page 11. Third one. Finding the perimeter of a perimeter of a sector of a circle. So you know guys what is a sector, right? And at the beginning I have given you the introduction what is sector. So Kuda, normally a sector is like this. Sector is bounded by two radii, right? Two radii and this arc length. Correct? right? And this arc length. And if I take the angle at the theta, like angle at the center is theta, right? So this is your sector. So the sector is built, right? Or sector is bounded by the circumference of part of the circle, right? And 2 radii. 2 radii. And what we are going to do now is find the perimeter of the sector of a circle. Perimeter, right? Outside limit. We are going to find the outside. Previously we found this one only. Arc length. What we are going to do next, very easily, by looking at this, how to find the perimeter of the sector of the circle. You know already how to find the arc length. Right? You know that theta divided by 360 into 25r. This is okay. If I want to find the perimeter of the sector, r plus r, you have to add 2 radii. Done. That is called the perimeter of a sector. Perimeter of a sector. So this is a sector and it is bounded by the arc length and 2 radii. Bounded by the arc length and 2 radii. Definitely you can find the arc length. Theta divided by 360 into 25r. That is the equation. And if you want to find the perimeter, you need to add another 2 radii to this arc length. Done. So perimeter of the sector, perimeter of the sector can be represented as arc length, right? These things are already in the tutor. Arc length plus 2 times radius and 2 times radius. So we can give this, right, in a different way. So perimeter of the sector, perimeter of the sector can be represented as arc length, right? So you know how to find the arc length. We have done now. Theta divided by 360 multiplied by 25r plus 2 times radius. If the radius is r, you can simply write 2r, right? 2r or 2 multiplied by r. So Buddha, this is the equation that you need to remember. Actually, no need to remember. If you know the arc length, you have to just add the 2 radius for that, right? And 2 times the length of the radius. Arc length plus this. No need to remember. If they are asking the perimeter of the sector. So this is the thing that you need to remember. Don't remember, right? But add 2 radius. The thing that you need to remember is this. Theta divided by 360 to 5r arc length. That is the only thing that you need to remember. So right. I am not going to tell anything. Try the example number 1 and send me the answer. Right? You have to find the perimeter. This is the equation. Write it, substitute the values, write it, substitute the values, right? And get the answer and send it to the chat. I want to see who finishes first. Doesn't matter whether you get the correct answer or wrong answer, right? I need you to figure it out. I need you to figure a way how to solve this. Today, inside the given box, you have to write down data. May equation inside the given box, please write, and I will share the screen now. Wait, I will share the screen. Right. So inside this box, you have to write the equation that I have given you. And try to put the example number 1 and send me the answer. And I want to see who finishes. Right? You guys need to make logic with yourself to understand this correctly. Make a correct understand करना वाला try out करना वाला. I'll give you 2 minutes. 10:40 until 10:40. Okay. Now it is 10:40. Who has sent me the answer? Okay, Vishal has sent me. Are we having decimal points? Decimal points there. I hope not. Mama හිතන්නේ නැහැ. බලමු අවසන්. Let's see. And please check your answer as well. And guys, do you need more time? Is it taking more this much long? Picture another. Okay, okay. Let's see. May Tatsara. I do not know the correct answer. Yes. Okay. Farah has sent. Dasmi has sent me a different answer. Okay, but I do not know whether which answer is correct by now. When I am discussing, let's figure it out. Everyone. Right. Oh, let's discuss. Okay, is this hard? Mega hard. Sometimes may simplification again. Right. Okay. Example number 1. Example number 1. Page number 11. Right. In the picture, there is a set of a circle of a radius 7 centimeter. Angle at the center is 60 degrees and find its perimeter. Right. So you know how to find the perimeter of a set of a circle. The equation is 300. Sorry, theta divided by 360 to 25r plus 25r plus 2 times r. Right. So I am going to substitute theta is 60 divided by 360 times 2 times 5r. 2 times 5 is 22 upon 7 and r means they have given 7, right? Plus 2 times again r means 7, right? So this one 0 to 0, 6 times 6, right? And then 6 ne? So you can simplify 2 times 1, 2 times 3, right? And 7 to 7, 7 times 1, 7 times 1. In the numerator you are having 282 and the denominator you are having 3, right? Here you have 2 times 7, which is 40, right? So 22 divided by 7, it is a fraction, eh? So what would be the common denominator? What would be the common denominator? It should be 3, right? Fraction part and mother. So if you want, you can keep this as a fraction, right? And you can keep this as a improper fraction, no mixed number, or you can simplify this up to something like 1 to 2 decimal places, right? First of all, I will keep this as a fraction or mixed number, right? So the 22 divided by 3, right? If you want, you can convert this 22 divided by 3 into a decimal number. So you can keep it like that way, right? It is okay. Or if you can keep this as a mixed number as well, right? So here you have a fraction 22 upon 7 plus this 22 upon 22 upon 3 plus 14. I am going to simplify 22 upon 3 plus 14 times 3. Hope you guys know this one, right? So the 22 plus 14 times 3 will give you 3 times 4, 12, 1, 3 times 1, 42 divided by 3. Then you can give the answer 4, 6. 64 divided by 3, so that you can convert this 64 divided by 3 into a mixed number. So that mixed number you will get the denominator as 3, right? And 64 divided by 3, 3 times 21. So you have 3 times 2, 6, 3 times 3, remainder is 1. So 21 is my whole number part and the numerator will be 1. So this is not the final answer. You need to give the unit centimeters, right? Or you can keep the answer like that as it, right? So if you are keeping the answer in decimal places, so I will simplify 22 divided by 3. 22 divided by 3. So it will give you 3 times 7, 21, 10. 3 times 3, right? 7.3. 7.3 plus 40. It will give you 21.3. Right? If you want, you can approximate this to the nearest whole number. Right? which is 21. Right? Both of these are correct. Doesn't matter. Right? පටන් ගන්නකොටම right පොඩ්ඩක් එහා මෙහා කැළඹිලා යන ගානක් දෙන්න ඕනේ. නැත්නම් වැඩක් නෑ. හරි. Right? So shall we try the example number 2? Did you guys understood this one? Simplification and so on and so forth. And are there any doubts how I simplify the fractions, two fractions here? Do you have any doubts on this step? Make මොනවාරි තියෙන doubt? How I simplified this? And how I obtain the steps, how I obtain the answer? If you have, you can ask. Right? Are those steps clear? My paper class එකේ මම simplification එක කියලා දුන්නා. Kevin, which step? කොතනද?
That fraction part.
Okay. So පුතා මෙතන this fraction part මේ here you have something like this. මම මෙතන කරනවා. හරි. 22/3 plus 40. Now can anyone tell me කාටද කියන්න පුළුවන්ද? What is the denominator of that 40? What is the denominator number of that 40? Tangalage?
1.
Okay. Farah is saying 1. Okay, super. Any answer different to that? මොනවාරි තියෙනවා? පුතේ කතා කරන්නේ නැති පුතාලා? At least send me a message. Saheli. Dasmi, what is the denominator of 40?
What, sir?
What is the denominator of this 40?
1.
Okay. So, nice. Right. Good. So I will put it as 1. Right. Now, 3 and 1. So you need to make sure that this 1 should be converted into which number if you want to simplify these two fractions?
3.
3. So you are going to multiply this side by 3. This side by 3. Ne? Both numerator and the denominator by 3. 22/3 plus 14 times 3. 42. Divide by 3. Right? 3, 3. So this will give you the common denominator as 3. 22 plus 42. 64. Kevin Harid.
Okay.
Right. So you guys are not familiar with this one. The make a familiar and the මෙහෙම ගන්න. Sometimes you might not familiar. සමහර වෙලාවට ඔයාලා familiar වෙන්න නැති වෙන්න ඉඩ තියෙනවා. Right. Guys, who are familiar with this method? Please raise your hands. Or send me Y. If you are familiar, send me Y or raise your hands. How to simplify the fractions on this method. So, okay, that's me know. What about others? Saheli, Prabhashan, Sarah. I do not know. Right? Sarah is here, but she won't talk. Okay, Ushara, Abhi. Tell me. What about others? Okay, in the speed revision session, I will give you some fractions like this, right? If you see some fractions like this, for an example, 8/11 plus 2, right? 8/11 plus 2. No need to multiply this side by 11 and this side by 11. For this one, don't do this. If you see this one, you need to understand this is a whole number and the denominator is 1, so that the common denominator should be 11. So how many 11s are there for 11? Right? 1. 1 times 8, 8. Right? Make a this comes to here, right? Same fraction, positively. So if you want to obtain this value, what you are going to do? 11 times 2, right? 11 times 2 comes here, 22. So this should be the final answer. 22 plus 8, 30, divide by 11, right? Or else you can use the hard way. You can use the hard way. This is the hard way. Right? This is the hard and longest way. Patta digai. There is a little bit of pattern that you need to understand. Right? Same fraction 8 divided by 11 plus 2 times 11. 2 times 11, 22. 30 divided by 11. Done. Don't be much more confused about that. Okay, Budhi. So, complete example number 2 and send the answer to the chat. And I want to see who finishes first. Do example number 2. Okay. And send me the answer to the chat. I want to see who finishes first. I'll give you 2 minutes. Huh? Do as fast as you can. Be. Still, you guys are simplifying. Do you need more time? We do it. I'll give you a 30 seconds. Okay. Okay, now right. You people are getting some kind of an similar answer. First place for Tatsara. Para. Second one. Nice. What about others? So guys, we have simplifications were very important, right? What important. So you guys need to be very careful about the simplification and you need to save your time. So you can keep it as a fraction or right, you can give it to the decimal places, right? Not more than 2. Doesn't matter. මට මේකේ ඔහොම දෙන්න නැති ඉන්න තිබ්බ හරි දෙකපාරටම සුළු කරපුවම උත්තර එන විදියට but එහෙම වැඩක් නැහැ right. So I am targeting for 11. So your simplification should be very fast and accurate. හරිද? හිත සැනසෙන්න ගණන් හදලා වැඩක් නැහැ නේද? අර කියන මොකද්ද? සිද්දෝකුත් තියවනේ සැනසෙන්න නැලෙන්න සුදෝ කිය. ඒව ගණන් හදලා වැඩක් නැහැ. අරමුම කඳුලක් වෙන්න දුන්නාම හරි පොඩ්ඩක්. එතකොට චුට්ටක් හරියනවා. එතකොට ලේසියක් හම්බුණා වඩි මේ what is ඉලදී. Right. Data ගාලා සුළු කරන්න ඕන. Okay, Dasmia send me the answer. Right. Okay, Puti. Now time is enough and I will discuss this 124 something. Right. So the example number 2. Angle at the center is 120 degrees. Radius is what the radius?
40.
40. Right. Mummy, screen is right 14 centimeters. Right. So you need to find the perimeter. What is in you know perimeter can be written down as right. This is it. Theta divided by 360. Right. Arc length name arc length plus 2 radi. You know theta. Theta is 120. Substitute. Divide by 360. Multiply by 22/7 times r 14 centimeters plus 2r 2 times 14. Right? Simplify 0 to 0 12 times 1 12 times 3 right 7 times 2 right numerator 2 times 22 44 44 times 2 88 equal mark numerator 88 divided by 3 plus 2 times 40 will give you 28. So this is something previous like that. Common denominator is 3. How many 3s are there for 3? Only one. 1 times 88, 88. So you guys, by now you guys need to understand the pattern now. 3 times 28. Right? Equal mark. Shall we simplify this? 3 times 28, 88 plus 3 times 8, 24. When it's 2, 3 times 2, 6 plus 2, 8. 88 plus 84. 12. 7. 172 divided by 3. You can keep this as a mixed number as well. Right? 172 divided by 3. 3 times 5. 15. Remainder is 2. Take this 2 down. 22. 3 times 7. 21. Correct? So remainder is what? 10. Decimal point 3 times 3. Right? 57.3. Okay. No. not 3, right? Sorry. The whole number part is 57. Denominator is 3 and the numerator is 1. So this is the fractional answer. 57 1 upon 3, right? Centimeters, right? You need to make sure that you have centimeters at the end. Right. So if you go for the decimal part, 88 divided by 3, what is that? 88 divided by 3. 3 times 2, 6. 8 minus 6, 2. 4, 28. 3 times 9, 27. 10. Decimal point, 3 times 3. 29.3. 29.3 plus this. Right? So, and then here you have 0.3 decimal point, and you have to add 28, 70, 57.3 centimeters. If you want, you can round it off to the nearest whole number. This is less than 5, so make it 0. 57. So if you do this one, make a very fraction knowledge again, blah 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 things. So this one is also very good for you guys. If you can write them. It would be very great. Okay. Okay. Right. Shall we do the example number 3? I want you guys to try. මේක සාමාන්‍ය මම කරන විදියක්. හරිද නැත්නම් මට කියලා දීලා ඉවරලා හදන්නත් පුළුවන්. Doesn't matter. You guys need to make sure that you have got to understand it by self studying. Right. Example number 3. The perimeter of a sector, right, which is 1/4 of a circle. 1/4 of a circle is 50 centimeters. Find the radius. So 1/4 means they have given theta divided by 360. So the portion of the circle has been given. And you need to find the radius, R. Okay. We have to find the R. And you know the radius. No, sorry. You don't know the radius, but you know the portion of the circle. So this is the circle. And the portion is this 1/4. Right? So 1/4 means theta divided by 360. Theta divided by 360. And total perimeter has been given. This is total perimeter. Perimeter of this sector, 1/4 sector. It would be better if you can draw a small sketch like this. What you have to find is R. And the total perimeter P equals 50 centimeters. This will get some time, right? Make a and you know this one. You have to write down the equation. And substitute the values that you know. and the only unknown term will be R. So that you have to find R. I think it will be okay. I have received an answer. Super. Okay. Hassara has been send the answer. Hassara got the first place. Super. I want to see others' answers. Who they had it. If Farah has sent yeah, nice. Farah will be several things. What you need to try is you need to, however, you need to send me the answer to the chat. It might be wrong, it might be correct, doesn't matter. හරිද ලැජ්ජා වෙන්න එපා කවුරුත් නෙවෙයි hina වෙන්න කරන්නේ නැහැ. So however you guys need to send me the answer so that I can get a understanding. හරිද මම කොහොමද උගන්වන්න ඕනේ කියලා. Otherwise some of you guys might not get this. Nimnadi, what about you? Nimnadi. Prabhashan. Right, okay, Pudi. So, example number 3. Example number 3. Page number 12, right? Example number 3. Right? The perimeter of a sector, which is 1/4 of a circle. 1/4 of a circle. This might be different, right? When you might be confused, right? And so all the perimeter has been given of this sector. So this is called 1/4 of a circle, right? And the portion has been given. You need to find the R. So the perimeter can be written down as a sector of a circle. So you guys know theta divided by 360 multiplied by 25R plus 2R. Right? So the only thing that you need to find is R minimum. Right? This guy. It is started record. Yeah. So you guys know the perimeter, which is 50 centimeters. Right, 50 centimeters. And instead of theta divided by 360, you have to substitute 1/4. Right? Because this is the portion of the circle. It has been given. Because this is a part of a circle. 1/4. Right? Then multiply 25R. Substitute. 5 means 22/7. Right? R radius multiplied by, right, R. So you guys don't know about that. Plus 2 times R, again 2R. Right? Okay. Now what you have to do is, here you have 50 centimeters. Here you have R. Here you have R. So in two places you have radius. In two places you have radius. Correct? Now the thing I am going to simplify as far as I can do. Correct? Here I can simplify 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 2 times 1, 2 times 11. Right? 11 upon 7 I have here. So that I can write 50 centimeter equals 11 upon 7 times R plus 2R. Alright. Now the radius is, right? The radius is in two places. If I want to find R, if I want to isolate R, if I want to find the value of R, right? I need to take that two R's into single place. I need to take this R and this R into single place. So here you have a fraction. Don't try to convert this into a what? Decimal. You will get messed up. Sorry.com karaganna. Now here you have a fraction. You need to find the value of R, but the R is in two places. R is in two places, so that you need to get that R into similar place, because this term and this term are like term R. It is like apple. 11 upon 7 apples plus 2 apples. And then wonderful one, right? So you need to make sure that you have one single term here, but here you have two in two places R. So this is same thing like that, right? Mean here in the denominator you have 2R divided by 1. 11 upon 7, 7 times 2R. Nothing. So I will do it here. So that you can simply see 50 centimeter equals 11 upon 7 R plus 2R. Addition of fraction and the whole part, whole number. So here, like I said to you earlier, what you can do is you can obtain the common denominator 7, or you can use the old way that you are familiar with, like I did earlier, Ratana Keroli, right? At that corner, I explained it, but I will use my way. I know my common denominator is 7. How many 7s are there for 7? 1 times 11, 11. 11R. Right? Plus 7 times 2, 14R. Equal 11R plus 14R. 25R. Divide by 7. 50 centimeters. What is the value of R? Numerator things to the denominator, denominator things to the numerator. Very simple, right? Nothing more than that. If you have any unclear point after the discussion, you can ask from me. Right. So the 7 goes to the numerator. Right? So I want to find R. I will take it here to my left hand side, doesn't matter. R equals. On the other hand side, I have 50. Right? I am not making changes. I am doing isolation of R. 50 centimeters. Make a look there. 50 centimeters. In the numerator, numerator you have 25. Denominator you have 7. Numerator things to the denominator, 25 comes to the denominator. 7 in the denominator, it goes to the numerator on the other hand side. If you like tabulating, draw some small 2 arrows. 25 to the denominator, 7 to the numerator. Use pencil for that. Draw small 2 arrows until you practice it, until you get it. Very easy. 25 times 1, 25 times 2, 7 times 2, 14 centimeters. Very beautiful. The only thing that you need to understand is this fraction thing and how to make sure that you have, if you have two radius on the two places, the unknown term is in the two places, how to get them into a single place. Right? Those are the things, the basic things, the fundamental things that you need to understand. Fundamental, very fundamental. Patta fundamental, grade 8, grade 9 maths, and grade 7 also fractions. Okay, Budhi. Did you get that? Mal? Any unclear going before continuing?
Sir,
How Budhi?
sir, how did you get the 14R?
Yep, online. Okay, I will explain. Right? So, Buddha, right? I will do it by using the old way. That is the way that you are familiar with. හරිද? මම කැමති ඔයගොල්ලෝ ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න ඕන හරිද? ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න මුදේ හරි. එතකොට තමයි මේ මටත් මේකේ මොන හරි තියෙනවා නම් තව ටිකක් හොඳට වදින්න. හරි? So Buddha, you need to ask question. හරිද? ඔයාලට ප්‍රශ්න තියාගෙන යන්න එපා. Otherwise you will get sorry.com. හරි? So Buddha, this is the fraction that I need to simplify. 11/7 r plus 2r. Okay. Uday, tell me what is the denominator of that 2r?
1.
1. Okay. Now you have two fractions. If you want to add those two fractions, what you need to do simply what you need to do? That one need to be converted into what?
7.
7. 11/7 plus 2r. Here you have 1 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. 11/7 r plus 2 times 7 14r divided by 7. Common denominator is 7. 11r plus 14r 25r. Same answer. Uday, did you get how it becomes 14? Simply what the thing that you need to understand here, simply you have made it 2r upon 1. Forget everything. Because here you have the denominator as 1. What you need to do is write this 11 here, 7 common denominator. Take 7 into 2, 14. Okay? 7 into 2, 14. That is the only relationship that you need to understand. Grade 9 ගණන් ඉගෙන ගත්තු තැන case. Grade 8 ගණන් ඉගෙන ගත්තු තැන case. හරිද? ඒක ඔයාලා කරන දන්නේ නෙමෙයි. උගන්නපු ඩයල් එකේ යවුලා. හරිද? පුතේ කවුද මේ තෙනුල් ලියද ඇහුවේ?
Yes.
So, did you got it? Same thing පුතේ. හරිද නේ? Here 2r. This is the old way that you are familiar. මේක තමයි ඔයා familiar way. 11/7 and multiply both numerator and denominator by 7. Okay. හරිද? So, here you have 14r now. 14r upon 7. Common denominator is 7. So, if you couple them, so you can get same step like this. Hariද? And 11r plus 14r, this 14r comes here. Very simply, if you have this kind of fraction to add, hariද? You already know in the denominator you have 1. Keep that in your mind. Don't try to write it here. Numerator is 2r, yes. 2r divided by 1. Yes. Method. Common denominator. It should be 7. Method of 7. Yes. The fraction here 11 upon 7. The denominator is 7. Yes. So that this 7 becomes a common denominator. Right. Here you have 11 upon 7. So that you have to write, right? 7, 11 upon 7, same thing here. 11r plus 7. Sorry, 11r divided by 7 plus. So you have to fill only this part. Make it right, full fill karana. 11r divided by 7, 11r divided by 7. You have to fill this, right? So how you are going to fill that is 7 into 2, 40. So it comes here. 7 into 2, 14r. So this is very similar to this. That is the only logic that you need to understand. Otherwise, there is a method that you need to know, right? But this is the way that you are going to simplify. Harimudi, clear it out. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. So, make a guarantee. Clear out karagam, right? Guys, try to do example number 4. Do example number 4. Do example number 4 and send it to me. The answer. Yeah, don't simplify it like that. කොහොම කරන්නේ බා බුදුවම්. අම්මට සිරි වෙනව නෙමෙයි ඒක එපා වෙයි හරි. ඔක simplify විතරයි කර ඉන්නේ නැහැ හරි. Do the example number 4, right? ඔන්න example number 4 එකෙන් මට කියලා දෙන්න හොඳ දෙයක් තියෙනවා. There is a point to give you guys. I want to see who finishes first time. මට බලන්න ඕනේ කවුද ඉවර ගන්න කියලා බලන්න. Right, example number 4, right? Example number 4, right? Now focus on the board, right? Focus on the board. So you will, while I am writing today, don't write that. Focus on the board. I will give you the time to write, to correct the corrections, right? It is doesn't matter right? So you will be at the end of the day, you will be having the recording so that you can go through it. Right? So now, if you focus on the board, also you can get something to your knowledge, right? Other than writing, blah blah blah, right? Look at the board, and I have to do the speed revision as well. Right? Example number 4. The perimeter of a sector where angle at the center is equal to 100 theta 150 degrees, and the perimeter of that sector is 48.5 centimeters. Find the radius. You have to find this one. You know this, you know this, you don't know this. What is the equation? Perimeter equals theta divided by 360. Now you need to identify the patterns. You need to identify, or you need to get, right? You need to get the different patterns that you need to simplify. Simplification patterns, there are a lot of things. Sometimes it might be a common for you. Lot of common but you need to get the best thing out of this thing. So the focus on the board. Did I instruct? Yeah. Right. Now, theta divided by this one and 25r plus 2r, right, equals theta 150 degrees divided by 300. So, perimeter 48.5 centimeters, right? 48.5 centimeters, right? So I'm going to substitute. 2 times 5 means 22 upon 7. You have to find the radius and 2r. Right? Here, do the simplifications that you know, right? So 0, 0. And 15 and 36 can be divided by using 3. 3 times 5, 3 times 12, right? And 2 times 1, 2 times 6, 2 times 3, 2 times 11, right? And here you will get 5 into 11, 55, r divided by 3 into 7, 21, plus 2r. This is something like previous, right? 48.5 centimeters. Look at the board. Focus on the board. Right? Don't try. This is a fraction that I told you earlier, which is similar to the previous one. And here you have to write 50r plus 21 times 2, it will give you 42r divided by the common denominator is 21, you already know. Right? So you guys know that how to fill this up next. This. Right? 21 times 42 are plus this, right? Okay. So final answer 48.5. 8.5 centimeters equals 55 plus 42, which will give you 97. 97r divided by 21, right? It's very simply, you have to find r. Denominator 9, sorry, numerator 97 to the denominator, 21 denominator to the numerator. So r equals this up, this down. 48.5 centimeters multiplied by 21. Maru don't tabularize up and down. 97, right? So R equals simplify. 48.5 and 97. 2 times, ne? 1, 2, right? So 21 divided by 2 centimeters. 10.5, right? Did you got it? Here another. Did you got this? That's me. Yeah. Right. That's me as me round it off near.
Yes, sir.
Super. Okay. But no need to round it off right now. If they ask in the exam, you might round it off there. It doesn't matter, right? Yes, your answer is correct if you round it off. Right. Super.
But
Uh,
I
Let me please. What I have now.
I think that way I round off is wrong too, since like
Sorry.
10,
I
5 it should be 10.
Right. Okay. However, you got the point. 10.5 only. Right. Okay. Do you have any other questions for Anita? Oh, are you clear? Right. I am going to end this session from here, and I will do the speed revision because we have 15 minutes remaining. Huh? Right. Right. So take the other extra book. Let's do the speed division.